Hi, everyone. Good evening. How are you? I hope you've had a good day and a good week. We're almost ending the week, getting into the weekend. I hope we've all been fine. Just hold on. Uh, okay. All right. So sorry about that. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for joining us today. Um, like like I said, I hope you had a good day and a good week. We are just closing the week and heading into the weekend. So, what are you looking forward to do during the weekend? I'm personally looking forward to rest, to having a restful weekend. But besides that, I'm really happy to be here today and close the week with you. So, if you're just joining us, if you're here with us today, just let me know in the chat section. Introduce yourself, let me know where you're joining us from, or rather, let us know. I'm here with my colleague Udeme SCN. You can see him in the chat section already. His name is highlighted in blue, right? And it has a blue spanner next to it. So Udeme is my colleague, and he's based in Abuja, Nigeria, and he'll be moderating today's session. So make sure you ask him a lot of questions, challenge him and see if he's giving you the correct or wrong answers. I will be there to check whatever he's doing. So Udeme, please interact with the guests, the attendees, personally, um, or rather to introduce myself. My name is Berry Lokwach. I am a trainer with Impact Her. I am based in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya specifically. And I'm really happy to be here. So you can see with the power of digital, you're able to bring everyone together. I'm able to work seamlessly with Udeme and my other colleagues who are basically spread across Africa. And I'm also able to train you live today. So this is not a pre-recorded training. Hi, Helen. It's great to have you here. It's really good to have you here. I hope you've had a good week. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. I was wondering if it was just me and Udeme who are here. So anyone else who has joined us, please feel free to introduce yourself in the chat section. Let me know where you're joining us from. Okay. Just hold on. All right, so sorry about that. I was checking my internet and hoping that everything
Hello everybody. Beryl is having a little internet trouble, so please let's hold on a little bit and hang on for her to get herself together and join us back. So sorry. Please, what you can do for us right now is to remind somebody that is supposed to be here and maybe it's not here. Please remind the person to come join us. And then you can do that by hitting on the share button, copy that link, and invite someone that's supposed to be here. All right. Emma Stone, thank you so much for joining us. Helen, thank you. Shamey Julius, I hope I pronounced your name properly. Shamey Julius, thank you for joining us. And just basically everybody. Please invite somebody to join us. Our trainer is having a little technical hitch. So let's hang on a little bit and see. While we are waiting, let me just get my screen ready. so that I can just stand in for her while we wait for her. Okay, so it appears Beryl might not be joining us anytime soon, but just to hold it still for her, I'll just go ahead and share my screen and then we'll just pick it up from there. Oh, okay. So sorry about the whole ish, please, and these things happen. Remember, we are living in Africa. Okay, so these things happen. Let's see. Okay, so let's see how this comes. While waiting for burial, just get started. Please let me know if you're still here. Everybody that's here in the chats, please let me know. Uh, Amy, Danny, so nice to see you again. Shaymi, okay, you said I tried calling your name, pronouncing it well. Thank you so much for letting me know. Helen, Shaymi, and Amy, thank you so much. Okay, so that's the these are the three names I'm seeing right here, right now. So please, if you be kind enough, if you're on this call, please say something. Say something in the chat. Say something. Let me know you're here. And I hope you've done the favor I asked for. Copy the link and invite somebody. Somebody that's supposed to be here. Please copy the link and invite the person. All right. So we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, the first part is going to be an introduction to digital marketing. Now, the second part will be for you to discover the various digital marketing channels. And then we'll head over to the last part where we'll speak about how you can build a digital marketing plan. So Beryl is going to be in the chat while she's trying to get herself back to the session. Okay. Don't forget the Hustle Academy. If you are yet to sign up for the Hustle Academy, please do well to head over to g.co/hustle academy. Now you're going to be having these 1 week long sessions about just everything that can help you and help your business to grow and to scale, right? So you're going to be having the privilege to learn how to write, to grow, to develop a business growth plan. Then from the business growth plan, you learn about digital marketing, you learn about sales, learn about how to pitch, learn about how to use, how to get fundings for your business, and then you get matched to a mentor to walk you through what any of those processes you didn't understand. It's a great opportunity for you as a business person to learn, to grow, to scale. So you need to take advantage of it. And of course, if you love what you do, you love the business you do, and you want it to grow, these are kinds of programs you should be looking out for. And it's completely free. Google is not charging you anything for giving you all this knowledge. So I've dropped the link in the chat. Please do well to fill that form and get ready for it. Peace, Peter. Hello, how you doing? Peace from Port Harcourt. I hope you're good. Amy Danny from Port Harcourt. Shamey. Okay, you didn't mention your location. Emma Stone, Helen, and just everybody. Thank you so much for joining us once again this evening. Please, again, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and then copy that link from the share button and invite a friend. Do somebody a favor. Somebody that's supposed to be here, please do them a favor, let them come join us as we deep dive into this content. Remember, you're supposed to have a writing material close to you so that you can get to jot down um, all the tips and tricks we'll be sharing here. It will be useful for you. Remember, a blunt pencil is always better than a sharp brain. No matter how smart you are, something that has been documented can always come to your rescue. Okay. And again, you may not be able to talk back to me verbally, right? Because I want you to. So the best way you're going to be communicating with me is for you to use that chat section. So if you can't chat, that is possibly because you have not activated your YouTube channel. So what you need to do is to click on that activate channel. And then when you click on that, you're going to refresh your YouTube. That is, close it and open it again. Then you're going to be able to join in chatting, asking questions, comments. I'm going to be asking you a few questions as well. But ultimately, I want you to ask me more of the question because I want you to learn from the much we know. And if you have questions from the previous session, the current session, please do well. Feel free to ask. Right? Okay, so this is the first part, an introduction to digital marketing. So, what opportunities might you get from being online? Now, that's my first question before you start asking me yours. What opportunities might you get from being online? Let me know in the chats. In the chat, please. Thank you. What opportunities does being online as a business offer to you? So let me know in the chats and please keep us busy. Yeah, and please copy the link for the Hustle Academy somewhere so that you don't distract yourself. Hello, Martha. How are you doing today? And thank you for joining us once again. So what opportunities might you get from being online? Shame. Okay, I'll just call you Julius before I cut my tongue. So Julius from Lagos, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, and Emmanuel from River State, thank you so much, Emmanuel, for joining us. And thank you. The number is growing. That's obviously because you've done me the favor I asked for. And to copy that link and invite somebody. So thank you so much. And please, as you join in, I want to see that you're here. Say something, okay, in the chat, obviously. So hit the thumbs up, please, if you are yet to. Hit the subscribe button if you are yet to. But ultimately, copy the link from the share button and invite somebody. And then say something in the chat, right? Like, for instance, I'm asking a question right now. What opportunities do you think being online will present to you? Be online as a person, be online as a business. What opportunities do you think it presents to you? Thank you so much. As you drop your responses. Yeah. Anybody? Don't be shy. And just know you can't be wrong here, right? You can't be wrong. Maybe some people remember back in the days when we used to be in school. Some people want to answer a particular question because they're shy to be wrong. You can't go wrong, right? So we are here to learn. We are all here to learn. So feel free to say anything. If you want to laugh, use the chat. If you want to use your emojis, use it. If you want to do ha ha ha, use it. If you want to do LOL, please use the chat. Of course, that is the only way you can communicate with me during this call. Okay, so please let's keep it bubbling. Let's keep the chat flowing. Let's make it super engaging and super entertaining so that we'll have fun as we're learning alongside. So Martha said, I'm a snail farmer. I sell my products online, snails, formulated feed and calcium. I also offer trainings on A to Z of snail farming and how to formulate the rich snail feed. Thank you so much, Martha. That is quite an industry you're in. Okay, so what opportunities might you get from the online? So let me just move on while waiting for you to drop your comments and responses. So a couple of statistics that should raise your concern. So we live technically in the mobile world. So mobile is practically changing how we do things, how we act, how we behave as humans. And then we found that it's called the four-screen world. It's four-screen because you're always on your phones, you're always on your tablets, or you're always on your PC. You're always looking at the screen. So over the years, there has been a significant increase in the usage of mobile phones and devices generally. So we have not been more connected to information than we've been in the last couple of years. So we have that there are about 2.5 billion smartphone users globally, and that statistic was about in the year 2020, right? And then we also have about 91% of South Africans own phones, and then 80% of Nigerians and Kenyans own phones. And then we have about 747 SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. And that's a great number that should raise your concern as a business person. And then about 60% of all global searches are taking place on mobile phones. And we also have it that 65% of people in Nigeria have shopped online, and I fall into that percentage. I fall into that percentage. So if you think people are not online, trust me, a lot of people are online. A lot of people online trying to do stuff. So it's a great privilege for you to have your business online if you are not yet online. Just statistic to tingle your ears. And then we also have it that 80% of sales come from only 20% of the population for most of the brands. And then businesses must always find their target audience to stay relevant and to drive sales. And where do you find this your audience? You find them online. Possibly you're finding them on their mobile phones when they are browsing, or on the social media platforms when they are trying to have some fun. So it can be challenging, but that's a task. So it's lying before us. We have a larger audience now to do business with, to communicate your business prospect with better than when we are supposed to be doing just word of mouth and mouth to mouth and all of that. So you have a better platform now to get things done. Okay. All right. So I'm looking at the chat once more. Thank you so much, guys, for keeping it busy. And Beryl is there to answer to all your queries and questions. So you get to meet people, you filter from them, and you develop this relationship with those people. And that means a lot. Thank you so much, Peace Peter. That means a lot to us. You also receive useful information like the training we are receiving when I got to know about through WhatsApp. Yes, absolutely, Peace. That's really correct. Thank you so much. The internet and be online gives you a lot of opportunities. And thank you so much. Hello, Esther. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And Helen said, I've met new people and I've gotten contact I wouldn't have gotten ordinarily. Yes, that's very correct as well, Helen. Get to meet and connect and network. Yeah. And Esther, nice to have you again. And everybody that's here, nice to have you guys. So just a reminder, please invite somebody, okay? Do your neighbor that favor. Maybe somebody has forgotten. Please do them the favor to bring them back here, right? So that they join us. All right, so I'll just move on from here. So you get to reach again more people globally. So being online, you can get to find potential customers, just like what you've mentioned. You can get to connect with people because you find people that normally you wouldn't have met physically. There are people I've been talking to for years, but I've not met them physically before. So you expand your customer base also because you get to reach people from all over the world, all over the globe. I have friends from South Africa, Kenya. I have friends in London. People I've not met physically before because of this training we are having. So and then you also get to reach your niche audience. People now go to search engines to look for businesses and for products, and then the best thing that can happen to them is when they do those searches, they find you, and that is a great way to connect. So you get to use the Google Trends tools to compare the spikes of various search terms across the world. You can filter it down to your location. For instance, in Nigeria today, we lost a musician, a great gospel musician. I've not yet confirmed the news, but it's all over the internet. So you find out that if you go to the internet, you see that name Spike, Samuel Okposi. I've not yet confirmed the news, but it's on the net, right? So the Google Trends is that tool that will help you to find out what is happening around your terrain, which keywords are trending, what event is trending. Okay, so you only get by being online, you only get access to customers across the globe, just basically information also. They also learn about your customers. You learn about the various activities happening on your platform based on the platform you're actually speaking about. If you are using a tool like Google Analytics, you get to find your audience, where they are coming from. You get to find who actually they are, your kind of audience. You find their raw data like their age, sex, um, geographical location, and then you find where they came from. Did they come from social media? They came from Google. They came from direct search, from referral, from affiliates. And then when they came to your website, you find their behaviors. What did they do? How long did they stay? The session counts. Did they convert? Did they pay for the product and all of that? So you find all those analytics on Google Analytics. Google Analytics is for websites. So if you open an account in Google Analytics, you get a code, you plug it into the various pages of your website, and then you can get all this data, all free. And then you have the YouTube analytics that also tells you um, the retention rates of a particular video that was watched, right? So you get to find out how long people watched your video. You get to find out how many people actually watched the video, from which location they watched the video. So you get to find some raw data analytics from YouTube as well. And then you have the Google Firebase. Firebase is for apps. When you build an app and you want to track the activities of that app, what you put in there is a Google Firebase. Google Firebase is for app. Google Analytics is for websites. Okay, so Firebase tracks all those activities, the audience, the acquisition, their behavior, while the Google Ads is basically that platform that you get to pay Google to put your ads, to put your products, your websites out there. And then it gives you the statistics of the activities that happen during that period, the period that people click the ads the most, the devices they use, maybe mobile, maybe desktop, and all of that, the location they came from, and all those information, they are all reported there on the Google Ads platform. And then you can use the Google Data Studio to build a very beautiful report, what you can use the Microsoft Power BI for, or the Tableau to build reports. It's quite easy with the Data Studio because you don't need to do a lot of calculations like what you do on Power BI. So it's a work made easy. So you can present very beautiful reports, customizable data reports to a team using those tools. And then you have the brand lift surveys where you can use to get very reliable opinions from people, the survey forms. And they also gain insight. You also gain insights with social media analytics. If you're using Facebook, you're using Twitter, or any of those platforms, you can get to find out the various activities, the engagement, the clicks, the comments, the likes, the shares, and all of that. So you get to find the analytics from social media platforms, right? And then you build your audience profile also, because you have the liberty to learn about your audience. You can ascertain who actually is reaching you, who are these your customers, or how can you profile them, how can you connect with them more closely. And then you also get to learn about the traffic source. You discover the routes where these users are taking to reach your websites. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from to find you? Which platforms or which tools are they using to get to you? Some could come to you through social media, some could come through maybe direct searches, some could come through Google. You just find all those data present there, and then also learn about the contents, how customers are reacting to your messages. Are they connecting with them successfully, or do they like your contents? You tend to find that if you make several posts over time, the reach at which people are speaking, commenting on a particular post may not be the same. That may not be the same frequency or the same intensity that you have on other posts. Maybe because they don't like the other one. Maybe because they like this one more than the other one. So it turns out that when they see a content that is more appealing, they tilt towards that direction. So you get to find out all of that. And you get to find the traffic sources as well and the conversions. Are they taking the actions you want? Are they paying for those goods? Are they paying for the services? Are they buying the products? Are they subscribing to the email list? Just basically every information that you can learn from the analytics data that you're getting. And then you also get to communicate with and support your customers. So be online means that you can communicate with your customers easily and you can communicate very quickly. So people can always communicate with businesses through online listings like what Google My Business will offer you. You can have a trip advisor or social media apps where people spend a lot of their time. So you communicate with customers also on social media platforms. Then those platforms bring some added benefits because you get to know your customers' demographics. You get to know their interests. You get to know their locations. So you get to know where to channel your message to. Which of the messages is resonating well with those your audience. And then you can tweak it. For instance, if you were doing just writing as a content. Then maybe once in one of those times you did a video and then you saw more reaction on the video. Maybe you try it again and you saw more reaction on the video than in the writing. Then you know that your audience like more videos. So if you stick to the video because but you can't learn all of that if there were no statistics for you to actually decide that your audience prefer video, right? And then you use tools like this, especially the Google Business Profile, to find out what customers are actually looking for because their reviews is what you are going to use to make an overall marketing decision based on what they want, right? So reviews are powerful. So people drop reviews for you on your Google Business Profile on your social media platforms, and then you get to communicate with them, relate with them, and basically you respond to those reviews. And whether it's a good review or a bad review, just respond to them effectively and respond to it diplomatically because one bad review can mar you and one good review can make you as a business. So you need to be careful out there, especially when you're trying to defend your brand, knowing that it's not everybody that wants you to make progress. There's some bad guys out there that want to tear you down, right? So you need to also be careful about those guys. So if you don't respond, it can have a negative effect. So whether it's a bad review, it's a good one, make sure you respond and do it politely. Respond publicly because that also gets to boost your brand image and show others that you care about your customers and you believe in the quality of your products and you are able to defend what you're doing. Okay? And they don't pay for reviews. It's wrong. It's unprofessional to pay for reviews. And besides that, people will not give you something genuine. You want people to tell you something that is coming from deep down, right? Okay, so I'm gonna be taking the first pause to answer your questions. I know Beryl is doing a great job in the chat. So Beryl, is there any question yet? And okay, so I'm looking at the chat right now, and yeah, okay, no questions yet. Okay, so let me just go back and just continue. Please drop questions. I want to answer all your questions, comments, whatever it is, complaints, contributions, and don't forget to use the chat very well. Just like I explained earlier, the way the chat is designed, you can only speak back to me through typing, not verbally. That's the way YouTube is designed, all right? So if you want to laugh, you want to show me you're not happy, use the chat. If you want to show me you like what I'm saying, use the chat. If you love what I'm saying and it's sinking down, please use the chat. And you can drop all those kind words with burial also. All right? And please don't forget to invite somebody to join us here because we are actually going deeper per second. All right. So remember, Beryl is joining us from Nairobi, Kenya. Please ask her how Nairobi is, if she has fish for us, and we can come and feast on. All right, and so let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go to the second part: digital marketing channels, the various digital marketing channels. Okay, so these are the key digital marketing channels that we have. We have the search engine optimization, which is optimizing your website so that it shows more often in search results. I'm going to explain that shortly. Now, the search engine marketing is you paying for advertising to appear in search engines. So I'm going to draw a line between the two of them. I know we are going to be discussing it shortly in more details later, but I want you to understand it from this point. So what the search engine optimization there means is I have a website that for instance, I have a website that if I type a particular keyword, I get to find a website on page 200, number 200 on the list. Okay, let's say if you go down to the bottom of the page, if you type a particular keyword on Google search, Google is going to tell you they found 1 million results. Then they'll give you a set of results, right? And then at the bottom of the page, you're going to find page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say my website is in page 20. Two of us, we can bear ourselves witness that after you've clicked on the options on page 1, maybe you go to page 2, highest page 3, you give up. Nobody cares about all the websites in 4, 5, 6, 20, the rest of them, right? Everybody wants to be on page 1. Every business, every website want to be on page 1 because people rarely go to page 2 and the rest of them, right or wrong? Let me know in the chat. So that process of walking my website from page 20 down to page 1, because people don't have interest in websites that are in page 20 and the rest. That process of walking my website from that number to page 1 is called search engine optimization. And there are a couple of ways to do it. So, and it takes a long time. If you are very good, it can take 6 months. If you are very, very good, maybe 1 year. But if you don't have that much patience to walk your website to the first page, what you basically do is tell Google, okay, Google, I have this money, please collect this money, put my website in front and the first page. Now they will not just put it on the first page, they put it at the top of the page. And so sometimes when you are typing a particular keyword on search, you find some of the first options with AD. That means somebody is actually paying for it to show there, right? Somebody is paying for it to show. So you take advantage of either you paying for it or you work your website that takes a very long process. So I've just drawn a line between the two of them. We're going to do some more details shortly. Now we have the social media marketing, which is basically using social media platforms to gain traffic, drive attention, and reach new people. Then we have the display marketing, which is an online advertising in many different formats on different websites across the internet. We have the email marketing, which is collecting emails, using using them to communicate with customers and users, and then the content marketing, which is more like it cuts across all the forms of marketing because you need content for your SEO, you need content for your search engine marketing, you need content for your social media marketing, you need content for your display, you need content for your email marketing. So it's more about creating and sharing different types of content, blogs, videos, guides, infographics, just to drive attention and draw traffic to what you do. All right. Okay. So if I'm doing good, please let me know in the chat. Am I doing okay? Are you understanding what I'm trying to explain to you? Please let me know in the chat. Um, okay. So, peace, Peter. I'm sure you like the fact that it's straight to the point, right? Okay. Please let me know if I'm doing okay. So that because I'm here to minister to you. So if you are not getting what I'm explaining, then I'm not doing anything. So I want to know if I'm doing okay. Please let me know. Okay, so let's see how I can get started with search engine, with search marketing. Yes, so we have it that's this is a typical search results page. So what you have there are basically three different contents. Now the first of them is a search query, that keyword that you typed, that word you typed. So Google crawls the internet when you type a particular keyword and searches for websites that actually have those keywords in them and displays it to you in a matter of seconds. So you get to find the ones that are being paid for to show, like the one I just explained now, the search engine marketed results are being shown first with the ad sign, just like what you see here is more like this an e-commerce shop, maybe Konga, maybe Jumia, maybe Gigi, or any of those places. So the paid text will always show first, and then you go down to the organic search results. Remember, if you are paying money, the ones that are paying money will show first before the ones that have been optimized to show on the first page. So the ones that are optimized will show below the ones that are being paid for. Okay, so let's head over to this typical the steps in getting started with search engine optimization. So remember, I said search engine optimization is working your website from whatever number it is on the line down to page 1. So there are different ways to fix it. Okay, and remember, it takes a long process. So what you need to do is to sign up on the Google Search Console. Now, the Google Search Console is a technical search engine optimization tool. Technical search engine optimization tool. Now, you may not be able to completely have a full grasp of it. With this particular one, you may need a developer or maybe somebody that built the website for you to help you around it. Because what you basically do is when you sign up, Google is going to ask you to verify it. Now, Google is going to generate this file for you, a HTML file. Now, you're not the one supposed to send it to your developer. And then they'll do whatever they do from the back end. And then that page gets verified. And then you get to monitor how your website is doing on search. You get to find out that Google will be sending you critical alert issues on what is happening on your website. And then if you find out that if Google finds out that maybe the website is loading slowly because of the weight of your pictures or the weight of your videos, they're going to be sending you recommendations. okay, this pixel is too high, do this, do this, do this. Because your loading speed goes a long way to determine if Google will eventually bring you to the first page. It's very, very important, okay? And then if you submit your sitemap, also Google is going to check how each of the pages is doing. Then you can get to promote your site online and offline. Then you share very useful content. Then your content must be very useful and helpful to create unique, accurate page titles. Page titles are very important as long as search engine optimization is concerned because Google crawls the headers first. For instance, you're looking at getting started with search engine optimization now as a header of this particular page. Google crawls the headers of your website first before they go into the submit your content to Google Monitor. They crawl the headers first. So you need to pay closer attention to the keywords that you are using on the headers. I hope you got that. Okay? So your keywords based on your industry, you need to use relevant keywords that are selling and marketable, that people search for most times as far as your industry is concerned. They need to have good titles, good snippets, use heading tags to emphasize important text about what actually you're doing. Then a couple of tips you need will be for you to run a keyword research. Remember we spoke about the Google Trends. So Google Trends is one of those tools that is going to help you to conduct a keyword research and then find relevant keywords that you're going to be using to write your content, and then make sure that you publish very useful and high quality content. And your website must be search friendly. Search friendly in the sense that if you click on some website, you see that it takes forever to load. If your website is slow, don't forget about search engine optimization. It won't work. You just struggle for nothing. So you need to make sure that your website is loading fast. Okay. So Google will always send you all those critical issues, what you should do, give you suggestions. And then you can always learn on what to do, what not to do, how to adjust, what to adjust so that you can get your website to load fast. You can head over to g.co/test my sites. Thank you guys. Thank you for letting me know. g.co/test my site, and then you can find out how fast your website is loading. Okay, you can find out how fast your website is loading. Okay, so let's move on. And then this is the um, local SEO tool. I just finished speaking about the technical SEO tool, which is a Google Search Console. Now, the Google Business Profile is the local SEO tool. So this is a tool that is going to help you to manage your online presence. I know we spoke about this earlier. It's going to help you to manage your online presence on search and on the maps. So you have the full privilege to have people call you directly from search because you actually have a presence there. People can message you directly from search. People can drop reviews for you. Now I want to speak about those reviews. Reviews are powerful. Reviews are like word of mouth. Is you telling Google, okay, Google, is you telling everybody telling Google, this guy is useful. This business actually does, it gives us what we want. This business is relevant. This content is useful. That's why people are coming to drop content for you. So the more Google finds out that people are dropping content for you, the more they do it, the more they do it. Then they begin to have you getting up the ranking, right? That process takes a while. But the more people are conversing with your page with all those reviews, that is how they begin to take you up ranking because they find out that okay, so this guy has a content that is rich, a content that is useful. And then with the Google Business Profile, you can get to share business updates, can share upcoming events, can share deals, promos, special coupons. And you can respond to all those reviews. Very importantly, ultimately, you can also get to do some big things like own a website. So if you don't own a website, this is a good platform for you to get a website, and it's all free. It's all free. So Google does all these things for free because they have your business at heart. They want you to grow. They want you to scale. Okay, and then you can make use of the marketing toolkits for business to actually get some beautiful custom created posters and snippets to encourage people that want to drop reviews for you. Now, if you type your Google Business Profile name into that search bar, it's going to generate all these beautiful creatives for you. Now, what you do there is just to adjust it, change the colors, change the captions, and all of that, and then download them. When you download them now, you can now post it on your social media platforms, WhatsApp. They are very beautiful. So when you do that, you encourage people to drop more reviews for you because people feel happy when their reviews are being displayed outside. You know, so people that are seeing that will be happy to do that to draw reviews for you. Okay, and reviews are very powerful. Trust me, they are very very powerful. Especially if not just for the fact that a person like me will want to see what somebody that's done business with you before, what the person is saying about you before I do business with you. Apart from that fact, it's also important for your search engine optimization. Remember, you're supposed to walk yourself from whatever number you are to page one. That process is hectic and it takes a lot of work. So this is one of the platforms and this is one of the means you're going to be using to boost your ranking um, on the Google search profile. Okay, so a couple of differences between the search engine optimization and search engine marketing. I know I've discussed this earlier. Remember, the search engine optimization is free and you optimize with keywords. Now, optimizing with keywords they mean that you're going to be having to use some keywords that you've made research about, right? Keywords you've made research about, and more like keywords that are relevant to your industry, to what you do. If you're in the crypto firm, if you're in the fashion industry, or whatever it is, you need to write using those keywords. And now you use those keywords. It can take time to rank. It takes a lot of time for search for businesses, for websites to rank on search engine optimization. Whereas, like I explained, you pay for your search listings, you bid on the keywords, and then you can go onto the first page almost immediately. So you don't have the time to walk your website from page one to from page one to the first page. What you need to do is to pay Google and then they put your ads on the top of the page. Now you can see that ad sign there beside it. So that means that ad is being paid for. Okay. So and this happens when your ad is approved. Whereas this other one, you need to spend spend a lot of time to get things done. Okay. All right. So let's head over to the search engine marketing we've discussed earlier about. So you need to create a campaign in Google Ads. How to get started? You need to create a campaign on Google Ads because search engine marketing is actually Google Ads. Okay. So you log into the Google Ads on ads.google.com. I'm sure Beryl can grab that link and drop it in the chat, or I can even do it if I can. Okay, yeah, I can find it now. So you head over to ads.google.com and then all you need to do, okay, thank you, Beryl. So all you need to do is to sign up with your Gmail or sign in with your Gmail. Of course, every Gmail account has that ad attached to it. So either you do add.google.com or you just locate that icon from your Gmail list, yes, from the apps under your Gmail, and then you open it. Then you create a campaign, select the campaign goal, what you want to achieve. So your campaign will be, let's say you want to create a campaign for this phone. That will be a different campaign. You want to create a campaign for this remote, different campaign. You want to create a campaign for this PC, different campaign. Under the same Gmail account, under the same Gmail, under the same ad account. Okay. The campaign is like the header name, the roof. You can have the house. You can have room one, room two, room three, room four, right? Different things. Each of those products or services actually have different content. They have different keywords, right? So you need to have it under different campaigns so that you don't mix things up. The reporting will be different as well. Okay. Then you must use the right keywords. You need to pick the right keywords. You can use tools like the Google Trends, like I mentioned earlier. Head over to trends.google.com. I'm sure Beryl can drop that link as well. Or you can locate the Google Keyword Planner tool on the Google Ads platform, and then you can search some relevant keywords that are there that you can use for your brand, for your products. Now, why I would recommend you to use Google tools to make keyword research is because you're actually targeting your ad to run on Google. So Google is giving you the information, the keywords that are actually present, available on people that are actually making a search on Google itself. There are other tools. You have the RFs, you have the SEM Rush, Limping Frog. There are a lot of them. Most of them are not free. That you're supposed to pay. SEO tools are expensive. So use the free ones, the trends on google.com, keyword planner, they're all there. So you need to manage. You also get to manage your match types, maybe broad match, fresh match, and all of that. So you refine your negative keywords also. Let me explain negative keywords. Let's say I'm creating content for phones. I don't want someone to type television and my ad shows. Remember, You are paying when somebody actually clicks on the ad, somebody takes an action on that ad based on what you want to achieve. So I don't want people that type in television for my ad to show. So I'm going to add television as my negative keyword. That means if somebody types television, my ad won't show. So I've saved money now. Whereas on the other hand, if somebody type television, my ad will just show and you click and I'll pay money for nothing. Because the person will eventually not buy my phone. Okay? Then let your ad copies be compelling. You need to focus on the benefits, right? I saw Beryl drink water earlier in a water bottle. So I love using water bottles. So let's say you want to advertise a water bottle. What you need to do is you don't need to tell people buy water bottle, buy water bottle. You can say, okay, so when you're training like this, you get dehydrated, right? And if you don't drink water, you may fall down and die. So what do? Have water beside you. Now you don't need to have water beside you in a glass cup because your hand could shake it and to pour on your laptop and you miss it. Your laptop will spoil. Why not have it in a water bottle that only has a little slit where you can just fill it up, take a sip, and then seal it back up? So what I did there was telling you about the benefits of having a water bottle, not necessarily about the water bottle itself on its own, right? So sell benefits, right? Sell the benefits. Make sure your copy appeals on all devices. Test it on mobile, test it on desktop, test it on pads, tablets, and all of that. Make sure you focus your attention on the headlines. The headlines should be catchy. Then implement all the ad extensions. Extensions could be, let's say you want to give a discount. So discount is more like a call out extension. You can say 20% discount, or you can call free shipping, right? Or some other things you can have location extension. You want people to visit your location, so you can add your Google Business Profile extension, or some call extension. You can add your phone number. So there are a lot of other extensions, site links, and the rest of them. So you activate the extension because the more you add extensions to your ad, the much better it performs. So pay attention to that. And yes, a couple of tips for your search engine marketing. Make sure you optimize your keyword listing. Keywords is very important, and then use extensions to boost your ad, and then connect your analytics account so that you can get all the data that are coming from there. Now, connecting your analytics account to your Google account is very simple. All you need is that code, and that's it. And it's a very simple process to walk you through that. Okay, so let's head over to social media. So see how you can grow your business on social media. With social media, like I mentioned earlier, everybody is always on social media. There's a lot of people spending a lot of time there. Now, if you take statistics of the number of times you've gone on social media today, you find out that you've spent more of your day on social media. Trust me, right? So people are always there. People are always there, catching fun, catching cruise, especially on Twitter. So people are always there. It's a great way for businesses to communicate, to connect with people, and then you get to generate a lot of sales because we found out that statistics has it that about 77% of Africans are on social media platforms. And then you have about 85% of the UK population are on social media. So you get opportunity to reach new audiences, you get new business opportunities, you have the ability to um, target different demographics across the board, and then you build good relationship and you add value to your brand because you get to communicate with people, get to network, then you improve your marketing generally, then you get noticed, then you keep an eye on your customers. There's a lot of benefits social media can offer you. And then we have two types. We have the free, we have the organic ones, and then we have the paid ones. The organic ones are the ones you have, the free ones. Nobody charges you for making a post, for reading somebody's post, for clicking, and all of that. And then but you only get to reach your friends and friends of your friends, right? But in the paid one, you pay for the views, the actions, the clicks, and all the stuff. But you can reach anyone in that space. For those of you that run ads before, you can bear me witness that you can reach anybody as long as they fall within the confines of the audience that you selected. Okay? All right. So let's see how you can get started with social media marketing. So you need to identify your target audience. You need to know their demographics. It's more like finding out basic details about who a typical audience of yours is. Their psychographics, their demographics. Demographics more like the raw data about them, their age, their sex, their location, are they married, their profession. The psychographics will be their interests, their behaviors, and just basically everything around that space. So you need to find like audience. The audience could be maybe a female within this age, is married, They live around my vicinity. They use Facebook. You need to choose the platforms they are. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, all those places. TikTok. How many people are on TikTok? Let me know. All of you that used to go and dance on TikTok, I want you to tell me if you are there on TikTok. I'm not there, but I know a lot of things are a lot of things are happening there. And it's a great place for you to not just have fun, for your business as well. And then your content should be engaging enough. Pictures, the photos, blog articles, the infographics, then the live broadcast. Once in a while, people want to see the face of the guy behind the brand, so that they know they're not dealing with a bot. So once in a while, put your face out there, let people see you. Okay, and then that's a great way also to communicate. All right. Okay, having said that, much social media tips, we have it that you need to set yourself a goal. What do you want to achieve? What do you hope to accomplish at the end of your campaign? You need to understand the audience you are trying to get the message out to. Then you must be consistent in what you're doing. Don't post today and come back in 3 years' time. All right, be always available in front of people. Be available in their fronts. Okay, and there are different forms of content marketing as well. We have the videos, we have the blog posts, we have the case studies, we have the guides, we have the visuals, designs, creatives, infographics. There are a lot of them. So choose what works for where. Your audience are resonating well with videos, stick to it. They're resonating well with in written content, stick to it. If they're resonating well with the both of them, manage the two of them. Okay. So from YouTube videos to research papers and storytelling, uh, from they can be from what shorts, from what short form contents of maybe about 300 to 500 words in a blog post or in a Facebook. I personally don't read very long content. I don't have that strength. So if you want to summarize it and make it maybe a 1 minute read, people have that much patience to spend 1 minute. But if it's more than 1 minute, I mean, come on, you're writing an article, you're writing a thesis. So make it brief, make it catchy. The headline should make somebody want to click on that ad, click on that post. Okay? So make it informative. Your content should be informative, should be educative, should be entertaining, should be relevant, should be useful. It's not every time that you're asking people to buy, sell, sell. No. Make sure once in a while you're entertaining them. Once in a while you're educating them on whatever your product is. You are still marketing in a way, but not marketing directly. Now, of course, it's even supposed to be um, it's supposed to be 80-20. Yeah, 20% of the time is when you're marketing. That's when you're actually saying sell as buy, right? Then 80% of the time you're supposed to be doing every other thing. Showing the usefulness of your product, how relevant it is, entertaining them, educating them, informing them. 80% of the time. Okay. So let's see how you can get started also with content marketing. You need to build customer example profile. That is more like a customer persona. Persona is a fictitious image of who your audience is. You need to know their demographics. I spoke about this earlier. The job they do, their position, their industry, their interests, their needs. Need to create different profiles for each segment. If you have different products, if you have different products, different services. The content you're creating for content A, service A, product B are going to be different, right? Then you should map your customer's journey, identify the various steps a typical customer of yours take before when they enter the funnel down to when they pay for the products. To think of questions or information required to make a purchasing decisions and then answer it ahead of time before they even get to us. Some people don't like posting cost of their price of product out there. I always prefer you post the price out there so that somebody doesn't even need to come and ask you. And all those come to my inbox. It's not my style. People do it anyway. And then make sure you use content that is catchy and facilitate that customer journey that you found out. And distribute those content on the right channels. Make sure there's a call to action. What do you want them to do? Buy now, download now, pay now, book now, something. There must be a call to action attached to that particular content that you're sending out. Now, a couple of tips for content marketing success. Now, you use content to facilitate your sales process. You can use content also to tell stories to engage your audience. And then it's also very important that you use content to distribute you distribute the content to maximize your reach, and then you can get to measure performance, and then you tweak the options. The performance of a particular content will determine if you should continue with it. Remember the analytics part, or if you should not continue with it. If you should tweak the option and make it better, or if it should not. Okay, so you have all the tips that all the benefit that content marketing is going to give to you right there. And then you communicate at scale with email marketing. So let's be looking at email marketing right now. I know a lot of you have been using email marketing either to market, or people have been using email marketing to reach you. So you get to create personalized content, get to collect feedback, and you connect with an already existing audience through email marketing. So you can customize your campaigns, can create targeted contents. You can collect feedback from people that you're actually trying to gather information from. They can connect with an already um, engaged audience that you have their email lists. Okay, so you get to connect with them and get things done easily through the fact that you have their emails at your disposal. All right, so let's see a couple of ways you can get started with email marketing. So now you need to select a platform that you want to use. Now, when I say email marketing, some of you may be thinking they send those things from their personal email. No, your personal email has some restrictions. You may not be able to send that much emails, especially if you're having a bulk number of emails to get things done. Okay, so your personal emails, you get to find out that you can't send so much. So you need to use email marketing platforms the likes of, you can use the free ones, MailChimp. MailChimp is free. You can send up to 2,000 emails per day for free, or you can use some advanced ones, uh, Active Campaign, Send Great Drip, Send in Blue, Aweber, Constant Contact. There are a lot of them. So just choose the one that works for you. And just know that you pay money to use those tools, right? And then you make sure that you have the permission of the people that are going to be contacting to use their emails. And make sure your content is rich enough to generate new contact for you. That is, somebody should be happy enough to forward your email to some other person for the person to subscribe. Then make sure you segment also. You should also segment and group the listing. Then your content should be rich, content should be relevant, should be very, very useful. So treat your readers like VIPs. They must not be treated as if they are just passerbys. So treat them with VIPs, personalize your emails, keep it personal. Dear Udeme, dear Beryl, dear Martha. People tend to resonate well with when you call their names, right? So make the content very useful. Okay? Now a couple of tips would be for you to segment your list. Now I spoke about segmentation briefly over there. Segmentation is created based on maybe geographical locations, maybe demography. The information that are given to people in America may not be the same information you are giving to people in Nigeria. Information you are giving to people that are in the top part of your sales funnel is not the same. It's not the same information you are giving to the people that have already paid for your products, right? So you segment it based on different reasons, different information for different sets of people. Okay, and then you keep it simple. Make sure that you test it on various devices, on desktop, mobile, smartphones, tablets, iOS. Make sure the information is not falling off the screen. Okay, and check also the open rates and the click rates and the sign up rates and how many people signed up for that campaign, how many people unsubscribed after a particular campaign, how many clicks you had after a particular campaign. Keep it short. You don't need to bore people with too much. People read a lot of emails, trust me. So keep your own short, right? So that people will want to read it. And then maybe you can add a link to the content to take them to where you want them to take action instead of giving them too long a content to read. Okay? All right, so this is supposed to be my second pause for the questions, but I won't take this pause right now because we're far behind time. So, but I'm going to come at the tail end to answer to all your questions and queries. So let me just move on. I know Beryl is keeping you busy in the chats. Let me just take a peek. Beryl, thank you so much, and for keeping everybody busy in the chat for us. All right, so let me just go over to the last part of this presentation so that we'll keep to time. All right. This is how you can build a typical digital marketing plan. So there are a couple of steps: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very simple. So you have step 1, you need to develop your business goals and objectives. You need to have a budget, right? And then you need to have an audience. You need to know your kind of audience and the channels you want to use. Plan your activity and set smart KPIs. SMART there doesn't mean the English SMART. SMART is actually an acronym, an abbreviation, SMART. Would you be kind enough to tell me what SMART means in the chat, please? S stands for something, M stands for something, A stands for something, R stands for something, T stands for something. Please let me know what SMART means in the chats. Be kind enough to say something in the chats for us. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on. So step one, you need to have your business goals and your business objectives rightly spelled out. So we're going to be taking a case study of Monthly. So Monthly is a hairdresser, and his business goals are to get more customers through his door, both new customers and past customers, and make more people in this area know that his business actually exists. So successful businesses are always built both on goals and on objectives. So you need to clarify what you want to achieve, what the purpose of that business is. You need to identify all the necessary action that you need to take as a business. So goals are general statements of what you want to achieve, whereas the objectives are specific steps of action that you want to take to achieve those goals. General statements and the steps you want to take. So I've already read the one for Monthly. So let's move on. And then your business goals should always align with your online objectives. So if you want to make more people aware that you exist, your online objectives will be to increase online reach and awareness. You want to sell more products, what you should be paying attention to is to increase website sales. You want to get found by more people. What you are paying more attention to is to increase social page likes and follows from your customers. If you want to get more returning customers, you need to increase traffic to your website. Remember, the goals is what you want to achieve, while the objective is how you want to achieve what you want to achieve. The various steps you are going to be taking to achieve what the various steps and the various actions you are taking to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, a couple of examples of online objectives would be you want to increase traffic to your website, you want to increase online sales, you want to increase social media page likes and follows from your customers, you want to increase online reach and online awareness. All these fall under online objectives. Now, step two, the budgets and resources. What is possible with what I have? You need to tell yourself an honest statement of truth, right? If you have a 1 million naira to run a startup, you don't want to be like Tesla in a matter of 1 year. It's not impossible, but you need to work, set long-term goals, right? You may not be able to be in the Tesla circle in 1 year, maybe 5, maybe 10 years. So set long-term goals, but make sure you are working with a budget that is feasible, a budget that is realistic. To tell yourself the truth what you have. So in the case of Monthly, you said, I don't have a website yet as it's too much of an investment right now. And again, you need to know the audience that you're dealing with. So in the case of Monthly, you said, I'm targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years and they normally have children. That means they're either married or a single parent and they work part time and they use Facebook. Most of them use Facebook. So he has been able to give you so much details about who a typical audience of his is. He has spelled out the location, he has spelled out the age, he has spelled out the job, he has spelled out the marital status, he has spelled out the platform he works. So those are raw data of demographics. Now you can go over to psychographic information like the goals, what goals that your persona wants to achieve, the challenges, common problems that your audience face, what interests them. You need to identify what your customers, what they like to do. So it will help you to plan your content around what you know about the people you are trying to target. Okay? Now the step four will be for you to know the right platforms, the right channels that you want to meet those people. So if you want to increase online reach and awareness, what you're looking out for is display marketing, the social media marketing or content marketing. If you want to increase website sales or you want to increase traffic to your website, what you're looking at for is search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. If you want to increase customer loyalty, you're looking at social media, you're looking at email, you're looking at content marketing, right? So now, moving on, you need to choose a channel based on a target audience and goals. So now we're going to be looking at the inbound marketing strategy and the outbound marketing strategy. So the inbound marketing strategy is that strategy that attracts customers by creating valuable content tailored to them. By creating valuable content tailored to them. For instance, the search engine marketing, search engine optimization, the content marketing, the blogging, the organic social media, the Google business profile. You know, you are that guy that is creating content and showing it to your people, showing it to the people that you want to see. Whereas in the outbound strategy, you are the one that is you push the message to your potential customers. The other one, you place it out there for them to come and see it. Whereas in this outbound, you push it to them. That is to like the display marketing. Sometimes you don't want to see those ads on those websites. It's coming to you. Email marketing, you don't want them, but they are coming to you, right? Paid ads, you don't want them, you don't want to see them, but they are coming to you. Affiliate marketing, they are showing to you. Print and broadcast marketing, they're always showing to you. Whereas the other one is search engine marketing. You need to go and make a search first before it shows to you. Same thing with the search engine optimization. It's a work you are bringing your website from wherever it is to the first page, right? So inbound is you putting your message out there organically for people to see. Outbound is the one you're pushing the message out through ads, right? Through ads, you're pushing the message out. Okay. So now we have the step 5 for you to plan your activity. So now we're going to be making a couple of recommendations for monthly. So monthly said, my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. Now he has admitted that he does not have a website as it's too much of an investment right now. So he's now asking, how could I use digital to help myself? So now we are going to be helping monthly to get things done. So now the first recommendation we're going to be making for monthly is to list his business on the Google Business profile and create a free website. Remember, the Google Business profile comes with a free website. Okay, so you set up for him to set up a Facebook page where you can get to collect reviews. Remember, you can also collect reviews in your Google Business profile and post pictures of customer hairstyles. And then you can use the Facebook tool to run ads to target people in his local area with an offer to attract customers based on what he's trying to do. And now the step 6 will be for him to set smart KPIs. Who said something about the smart I asked about? Did somebody write anything about smart? Please fill your attendance that has been shared. Please make sure you fill it. Okay, yeah, Nancy said something. Smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. Thank you so much, Nancy. So I'm going to come back to read all these comments, but let me just wrap it off. Reflay. So the step 6, which is very key also, you need to be able to measure smartly. And smart is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time sensitive, time bound. Depending on where you read it from, it could be different, right? Okay. It could be specific, it could be simple, it could be measurable, it could be attainable, it could be achievable, it could be relevant, it could be realistic, it could be time sensitive, it could be time bound. Based on where you read it from, you are all correct. Okay. So you need to set smart KPIs. KPIs are key performance indicators, more like the key things that you're looking out for to actually know if you are making progress or if you are not making progress. Key parameters to look out for. So in his case now, a typical KPI will be to increase online sales by 20% within the first 3 months, or to increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience by new people with new people by 40%. Okay, so this is a typical smart KPI for monthly. Okay, so now this is how a digital marketing plan will look like. To reach more people, business goal, you need to spell it out to reach more people in your local area and get more customers through your door. Then online objectives will be to increase online sales, to increase online reach, increase returning customers, right? And then have the right audience, females, maybe 30 to 45 in your local area, and then they have to be past customers and returning customers or new customers. Remember, your business is as successful as customers doing business with you today and coming back tomorrow to do it. If you have customers that are not returning, you lose out on everything. You lose out because those are the people that are going to be telling others about you. So you both gain the returning customers and the people that are telling about your business. So let's say you don't have customers that are returning. Of what use will you be? Yeah, and then the channels now you have the channels either you are using this local search engine optimization or Facebook. Remember the local search engine optimization tool is a Google Business profile where you get to also create a website. And then the activity will be for him to build a website with the Google Business tool, then use Facebook advertising to target people in this local area and run ads. And the smart objective will be for you to increase bookings from customers by 20% in the next quarter, increase Facebook page likes from new people by 40% within the next month. Yeah, and there we have it, the 6 steps to build a typical digital marketing strategy. Now it's going to be the business goals and objectives, the budget and your resources, audience dealing with, channels you want to pick, channels you want to use, and then plan the activity and make sure that you measure it and make it useful for what you're trying to achieve. All right, so I'm gonna be taking my last post to answer to your questions and your queries, comments. I know Beryl is doing a great job in the chat, and she's super excited because when you keep her busy in the chat, she loves it. She feels happier. Okay, but meanwhile, don't forget to sign up for the Hustle Academy. So if you own a business, small business, big business have been in existence before, you want to grow and scale, please take advantage of this week-long bootcamp from Google by signing up on g.co/hustle academy. Then you have the privilege to learn how to draw a business growth plan. For business growth plan, you're going to learn how to do sales, digital marketing, learn about how to get funding for your business, learn how to pitch, get matched to a mentor to walk you through all those processes if you missed anything. And yes, what are your next steps? One eye is not enough. You need to learn some more. So head over to learndigital.google.com/digital skills/courses and learn. Okay? You can get certified on a truckload of those courses too. Right? And then on Facebook, follow us. On Twitter, follow us. Instagram, follow us. Follow Impactor on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. All the links will be shared in the chat. So before I say thank you, I want to come to the chat and answer to your questions. Please don't forget to sign the attendance. That is what is going to be used to send your certificates. Okay, so please do well to sign your attendance properly. So I'm just going to look out for any questions I've had earlier on so that I can just answer them. Okay, so I'm just skimming through. Mm. Okay, so Martha said, but you can throw more light on how you can walk your way to the first page without paying Google. Okay, so the way you make it sound like as if you have problem with paying Google. Okay, Martha, thank you so much. So you're asking me to walk you through the process of the search engine optimization. Okay, so it's very simple. Now you have the Google Search Console tool for your technical SEO, which is going to involving a developer, the person that built the website for you, or if you built it by yourself, you need to get it verified. Please seek for help for that. I may not be able to explain. You may not have a visual picture of what I'm trying to explain right now because we don't have a practical session here. But if you join the Hustle Academy, there's a practical session for that, right? So that's a technical SEO tool that you need so that you can let Google tell you your website is not loading fast, and this is why it's not loading fast. And then they're going to tell you what to do, suggestions, right? And then you're going to get it done, and then your website begins to load fast. Although you submit your sitemap, they tell okay, this page is doing well, this page is not doing well. You're going to know all those things, right? With the Google Search Console tool. And they also see the most queries that is driving people to your website, right? The most queries that is drawing people to your website. You can find out that a particular brand may have some keywords that they didn't even know is drawing people to them. So you can find that also on your Google Search Console. You can find the impressions, you can find the clicks, you can find where you rank on search. Okay. So with all of that now, you'll be able to know, okay, this is going well, this is not going well. Okay, let me do this, let me do this. And then the Google Search Console tool that is it looks very simple, is very powerful. Trust me. When you get those reviews from people, Google Google loves what everybody loves. That is a simple definition. When people love you, Google will love you. As I'm speaking about your online content now, or your online space, your website. What it means is the more people are interacting with you, the more people are engaging with you, the comments, the reviews, and everything shows Google, okay, this guy has something useful. It's relevant, it's useful, it's rich. There's a content, your case studies are very important. Your statistics are very important. Something that can drag people to you, right? So people are engaging with that page. Google find out that you're useful, and then they begin to take you up. It's a process. It takes time. Okay. Then another thing I didn't mention was the backlinks. Now, let's say I own a website, and all of you on this call, when you write on your blogs on your website, you reference my website. Referencing my website will mean you to need you to have the link of my website on your website, right? So that means that is a backlink now. So all of you are backlinking me. So the more people are backlinking me, the more the thousands of people that are backlinking me shows Google that what I have, there's a content on my page that is useful, the content that is relevant. So Google finds, okay, this guy is good. Everybody loves him, and Google loves who everybody loves. So Google begins to take me up. It's a process. Take me up. I hope that served. And then your content, your website copies too needs to be very useful, needs to be very rich, and then you should concentrate your attention on the headers. Okay, the headers is to carry the big captions with the relevant keywords because I explained earlier that Google crawls the keywords first before it crawls the content. Crawling them means you're searching around the entire internet when people type a particular keyword to make a search. You to check around the entire internet to pick the websites that have those keywords. For instance, when you finish with this session, type your name on Google. Google is going to maybe show to you your Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere you have a name to show it to you. That's how it works also for any other keyword you're typing. Okay, so Google shows to you websites that have those keywords present in them. So that's why the relevant keywords are very key when you're writing your copies. You should concentrate them on the headers, sprinkle it around your web page also. Martha, I hope that served. Thank you so much for that beautiful question. Yeah, customers review can encourage more customers to do business with you. Yes, absolutely, Esther. Thank you so much for trying for saying that also. And yeah, I'm looking through to find another question. Okay, Martha said again, interesting class indeed. It also helped me confirm some of the tips I've been using before now in social media. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Martha. That means a lot to us. It means a lot to me. Peace said yes, Martha. The lecture has been very interesting and engaging. Thank you so much, Peace. Thank you so much. And Nancy mentioned the smarts for the brief period unable to join is wonderful. Thank you so much, Danielle. Remember to post attendance, please. Yes, the attendance has been shared. Please fill the attendance. Thank you, Danielle. And I'm looking at who again now. Who said something? Yeah, the presentation on your emails, Helen. Okay, so what will happen is you just click on the link and then it will bring you back here to watch it again. Okay, now be beautiful. Better than it's coming through your email. Beryl answered that earlier. Thank you so much, Beryl. We don't share the slides. The link we shared to you about learning more is what will help you to learn more. The slide is just bullet points. Trust me, you won't gain anything from it. So the link to learn more is actually what you need to be able to gather so much information across just everything that we've spoken about. Yeah, with the same link, you can always come back and watch and learn and watch again, rewind and learn again. All right. Thank you. If your attendance is not submitting, that means it must be your internet because every other person is submitting. Please let me know if the session was useful to you. Drop your favorite emojis as I say a very big thank you to you before I jump off. Beryl is also very grateful. And she's sending you her kisses all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. So please say something nice. Drop your favorite emojis before you jump off. So this is me saying a very big thank you. Thank you so much. So if you have questions after watching, what you need to do, write down the question in our next session, your next session, ask. Okay, always feel free to ask questions from what you learned before and what. Just keep the question down, and then whenever you have a session, come in and ask. As long as we are here, we'll answer you. Okay. So drop your favorite emojis before you jump off, and thank you so much, guys, for the amazing time we spent here. It's been so much fun, so much interesting. For spending your time with us, we sincerely appreciate you for doing this. Okay, what am I summarizing again? Candy, please help me. I've said a lot of things for the past 1 hour 20 minutes. I wonder I'm going to squeeze that into 1 minute for you. Okay, Candy, please just come back and watch the link. Watch the session again from the link, right? That will help you better. Send questions we have to pr@impacthard.org. Okay. All right. So, and no more questions. Okay. So we're done. All right. So no more questions. So nice to meet you guys. Please drop your favorite emojis. I'm going to drop mine right now. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I got one. All right. Let me get this. Okay. So I'm not sure why it's not coming up. You're supposed to. Okay. It's there now. All right, so this is my favorite emojis for you guys. Big love for you guys. All right, so see you guys in your next session. And so enjoy the rest of your evening, enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria. And Beryl is joining you from Nairobi, Kenya. And it's been a great time this evening. So bye. See you. See you guys in your next session.